T T H H E G G.
Well, hello there my game people, this is your fabulous host v19 speaking, and in episode 28 of Brutal Doom version 19, I'm going to talk about all the hate that's going down at YouTube right now. For starter, a lot of famous YouTube creators has turned off their YouTube comments, and I can somewhat understand why they've done that. Well, one of the most famous and well-known personalities would of course be Pewdiepie, and he did it just recently as well. But I can't blame him for doing so, because even though we are like a small channel, we still get a lot of hateful comments. So just imagine how many hateful comments Pewdiepie must receive on a daily basis. I'm just somewhat surprised that he haven't made that move or decision much earlier, but I guess that he thought that things would get better over time or something like that. I guess he was somewhat naive, but you know, he's a good-hearted person, so maybe he believed that you know, most people are good-hearted way down too, you know, but nope. So the fact is this though, for some reason you know, YouTubers are more hateful and aggressive nowadays, and why? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but it seems that there's a lot of people that take out their anger on people on YouTube or the internet in general. And considering the fact how the world looks like nowadays, it makes somewhat sense that people are more grumpy and hateful than ever before. And then of course you get the other kind of people, which would be the trolls, which in most cases they seem to be very depressed, unhappy and lonely people. So they basically take out their unhappiness on others, and that's really easy to do online, like on YouTube for example. But if we shall talk about, you know, more recent and known events of hate online, then I have to mention like our articles Anita Sarkeesian VC versus the haters and the critics, and the game and petition is a cascade, the hard truth. You can all view them at thegameground.com. But I'm gonna focus on Anita Sarkeesian at the moment, because obviously she has received death threats, and when I wrote the article about her, I don't know if this is true or if it's fake or anything, but the official report has it like she had to leave her home because well, she couldn't guarantee her safety pretty much, so the cops had to come to her home because somebody actually threatened to kill her in her own home pretty much. And that's of course not okay. That's just fucked up and not very gentlemanlike, I have to say. And I still believe that it's alright to have like a debate and have different opinions and, you know, thoughts and all that, but it should never end with death threats, because you know, that's not very civilized or nice for that matter. And of course that pretty much led to a whole wave of reactions on the internet. Of course, you got Andrea, I think his name is Andreas Zecher, I can't pronounce his last name, but he wrote an open letter to the video game industry, and I think he got like plus 3,000, you know, signs, petitions or something like that. And then you got the Boogies Stop the Hate petition, and I don't know, some people just say that they're trying to, you know, ride on this wave, you know, like a trend, almost like the ice bucket challenge crap. But I see it like this, it's something that we need to deal with, because it's not alright that, you know, people are threatening to kill people because they have other opinions or they just create content pretty much. But then again, I mean, for some reason I'm always the one that gets like all the hateful comments when it comes to our YouTube page or the articles that we write. I don't know if it's like I'm just unlucky or something, but I'm the one that has to deal with that crap. And there actually was this one guy that went ape shit pretty much. I can't remember which article it was, but he pretty much complained about everything. I was shit, everything I did was shit. But it was not like I'm going to kill you or anything like that. But that has actually happened in another case, but that was like last summer, and that was well, one of those wonderful feminist Nazis. They are always very kindly when it comes to, you know, having a debate and all that. But they were pretty much upset about the cosplay article that I wrote, and instead of like, you know, have a conversation like a normal human being, they became very hateful and aggressive, and yeah, they threatened to kill me pretty much. And I didn't take that much notice to it because I'm not gonna, you know, end up doing the stuff that I do because I get threats. That's not gonna happen ever. So I just moved on, and that was it. So, but still, I mean, like I said, if you take Pewdiepie, I can just like imagine all the comments that he gets. Okay, not anymore because he has turned it off. But if you go back like 1 week, it will be, I don't think he's ever gonna like tell it like it is, but I can like figure if you do it like mathematics, which I actually did like a formula early today when I have nothing better to do. Anyhow, I think he gets like hundreds of comments like that. And it made me think about the interview that he did in Sweden when he said like, oh, he answers all the comments and mails on the, and you know, that kind of stuff on his own. But I can't like understand how the hell he's able to do that. I mean, does he work like 24/7 or what? And I mean, if he does all that stuff on his own, then that means that he has to see all the hateful comments, because if you are known, you know, use YouTube and all that, then you know that all the comments, I mean, it's not like you can do like some kind of spam filter, at least not to my knowledge, like say that there's like hard language in a comment, then it will be automatically you know, deleted or moved to the trash bin. I don't know if there's any function like that, but if there ain't, that means that he has to go through every single comment manually, if you know what I mean. So he has like throw away all the crap and keep all the good stuff, but still he, in that case, he will still be able to see all the hateful comments. So I just figured that that's the reason why he turned it off, because then he doesn't have to do that crap anymore. So now he's gonna do everything via like social media, Twitter and Reddit. But just like I wrote in my article, Total Biscuit made that move, and well, the shit hit the fan pretty fast, I have to say, because his Reddit page pretty much exploded with hateful comments and all that. And I think shortly after that he wrote like one of the most famous like Reddit posts ever, when he explained that he was starting to gain weight, he was losing his hair and his sanity pretty much, because well, he had like millions of voices inside his head, you know, critics and all that crap. And well, let's face it, there's a lot of hate in the video game industry, and it's a fucking issue, no doubt about it whatsoever. But the question is this: what can we do, and what's the solution, pretty much? And of course it's up to like every, you know, page to do it, you know, anything about it. Like, I mean, Twitter, I think you can like block people. I know that you can block and ban people on YouTube, but I don't know how it works on like Facebook or Reddit. I have no idea because I don't use those pages that much. But honestly, I have only been like bashed on Twitter like 3 times, but I just ignore it, so I didn't like take any actions or anything like that, but on like YouTube and G+, you can like block people. So that's actually a good move by Google, I have to admit, because it's like, bye bye, I don't want to see your sorry fucking ass anymore. Block, bye bye. Then it's done, that's it. And of course, if it's like a really, you know, stubborn troll, then he will probably try to make more like YouTube accounts or whatever, but still, one click, bye bye. So that's how you do it, I guess, at least when it comes to YouTube and G+. But when I, you know, saw like our hateful comments and I started to read what, you know, Anita Sarkeesian and Boogie and all other famous people, what they gone through, I started to figure like, what kind of people, you know, are these haters and trolls? I mean, what the fuck do they do all day long? They just seem to hate, pretty much. And then I started to think about this some more, like, what the hell do they do all day long? Are they like unemployed, or what? Do they live like in a fucking cave somewhere, or what? In a like basement? Because there was, I can't remember the name, just like always, but there was this one guy that actually made so many accounts. This was like in the early days of YouTube, but anyhow, he actually made a whole bunch of accounts just so that he could like hate and keep on hating, because even if he got like blocked or flagged or whatever, he could keep on like just fucking spit out hateful comments. And then I started to realize that like one person can, you know, look like it's like 20-30 trolls, but it's actually the same fucking person. I can't be like the only person that has drawn this conclusion, but I started to think about it today. So like theoretically, if you take Pewdiepie, it can be like a group of people that actually know each other, that just like spits out all this, you know, hateful comments. Because I saw this like red line, or what they should call it, because how the hell can the very same person post like hateful comments like all hours of the day, if you get what I mean? So then I came to the conclusion that maybe there's like several people that's using different accounts. They have the passwords and everything, and they're just doing it because they hate the very same person, if you know what I mean. So they just like gang up on them to just fucking tear them apart, pretty much. And I don't know if that's the case, but if it's not, then there must be a whole lot of like trolls that's no-lifers. They just exist to like sit in front of the computer and write hateful comments all day long. And it made me think about that South Park episode, you know, Make Love Not Warcraft. You know, how do you kill something which doesn't live? Well, that's at least worth a thought, I think. So I'm just gonna wrap this up before it goes haywire. So thank you for watching, guys, and just like always, feel free to subscribe, and of course comment what you think about the hate on YouTube and all that. So just take care, people. This is React signing out. Bye bye.